nowadays, man, it's all blue. Let it blossom like a flower, then we focus on the power. Down the roads we devour, we stand tall like a tower. Man, it ain't nothing like a restart. Cruising on a light breeze on. Make a little bit of everything, nobody gets my living free. Lay all of the cards on anything, why don't you make it seem? Because too much negativity makes a lot of bitter noise, it ain't pretty. Lay all of the cards on anything, little bit of everything, live free, make it seem. And let it go, make a little bit of everything, nobody gets my living free. Lay all of the cards on anything, why don't you make it seem? Because too much negativity makes a lot of bitter noise, it ain't pretty. Lay all of the cards on anything, little bit of everything, live free, make it seem. And let it go.
Oh, chill out!
Ops, ops, ops. Parang napapol na yan ah. Bago ka mahulog,
Chill out!
Everything is calculated from the top down. Wiped out
That all the leeches and the vultures, it's a ghost town. On the competition, turning tables on the ropes now. Johnny the brother, yours.
making heads.
Yeah.
I'm off the mats, turning really dirty, swifty, and I'm thrifty, but I'm sweet like a Cadbury. Call me the Mercury, holding the remedy.
We are live! Woo!
All chats play, keeping it steady when I'm live.
Alright, guys.
I'ma hit the sturdy, keeping the burn till I reach.
What's up with it, though? Oh, my bad, my bad. Sorry. Sorry about that. Oh, hold on. Sorry. What's up with it, though? My name is Johnny the Professor. And welcome to the monthly class. Now, why do we have a monthly class? Oh, hold on. Damn. My... Okay. I'm sorry. Damn, okay. What the heck? I'm sorry, man. This intro is Anyways, welcome to Johnny the Professor's monthly class, where we educate ourselves before playing video games. Okay, and for today's topic is how to stay motivated as a streamer. Okay, now I stream to basically 0 people. I stream to 0 people, man, and I'm still happy. I'm still going strong so far. I don't know, and I'm gonna try my best to I prepared this presentation for you, and I'm gonna try my best to educate ourselves. Okay, so why do we need to stay motivated as a streamer? Well, I made this presentation myself because I wanted to hold on. Sorry. I wanted to stay motivated myself. Now, I wanted to navigate that feeling of like those doubts and all that. So, let's get to the presentation then. So, chances are, if you're a streamer, you may feel that streaming is discouraging. It is repetitive, and it's kind of hopeless. Oh, sorry. Damn! I keep on having technical difficulties. Okay, I'm sorry. So you may feel that streaming is discouraging because, it's really discouraging when I'm basically talking to 0 people here. I'm just talking to myself with the camera. I'm streaming to nobody right now. So it may be discouraging. It may be repetitive. Man, streaming is so repetitive. You get up. No, it's literally a job that doesn't pay right now. For now. for us small streamers. It doesn't pay. Um, it's repetitive. You do the same things. You probably do. You probably play games, and you know they could say that. Oh man, this bot, man. Shut up. Okay. They may say that, oh, when you stream you just gotta play games. It's easy when you're big, but when you're small it feels repetitive because you have to keep on doing it, and it's so cringe. Anyways, and you may feel that it's hopeless because people say it's not a real job. There are so many streamers out there. It's oversaturated. Now let's go through all of that. So, streaming is discouraging. Chances are you are looking at numbers, comparing yourself to already successful streamers, and you're lacking resources. Guys, when you're looking at numbers, you're probably looking at views, subscribers, followers, etc. Stop! And you're also comparing yourself to already successful streamers. You're probably comparing yourself to Jinxie, Queso, Ludwig, Moist Critical, whatever. You're probably comparing yourself to them, which is... You're not them. You're not a big streamer. You're not a successful streamer. You're a small streamer like me. I'm talking to myself, by the way. And even if you're not a small streamer, you can still feel discouraged. And most of all, for those who are lacking resources, man, let's get through it, man. So the first solution, instead of looking at your numbers, you must count your reps, not your progress. So if you can't avoid looking at your numbers, then look at the right numbers. Okay? So count your reps, not your progress. It's like working out. Like, I remember I would do minimum 100 push-ups back in peak pandemic. I didn't look at my chest, I didn't look at my triceps. I just wanted to rep out these push-ups, man. I would do it every day. Every day for how many years was the pandemic? And I still do it today. I'm even probably gonna do it later. For a challenge, okay? So you must count your reps, not your progress. But how do you do that in streaming? First, instead of having this internal dialogue of I need to have 1,000 followers next week, we shift our minds to having these thoughts of I need to make X amount of entertaining streams. So you're probably repping out these streams. That's probably not a problem for you, but like, you gotta rep out the good ones. That's why I said count your reps, not your progress. When you're counting your reps, you're counting it one by one, and when you're counting it one by one, step by step, you are more mindful of it. Is it the right rep? Is it are you doing it right? Versus if you're chasing this number, then you're just gonna not gonna put your effort into it. Okay? So why do we need to focus on that? Because instead of following this internal dialogue of I need to have 1,000 followers next week, and replacing it with I need to make X amount of entertaining streams, it breeds consistency. That's more important than having 1,000 followers next week. Okay? And this is practically the same thing here at the bottom, which is having the internal thought of blowing up today or tomorrow or next week. And you need to replace that thought with streaming 10 plus times for binge watching content. Now, earlier, I told you to make X amount of entertaining streams, right? So now, you have to stream 10 plus times for binge watching content. So even if, what do you call this? Even if you're not making X amount of entertaining streams, you still gotta stream. Why? Because who knows? Maybe you can get a good clip from that or not. Even if you're not gonna have a good clip from that, you will breed this result, which is FOMO, which is the fear of missing out. When you get discovered, it's like they call it the snowball effect. When you blow up from one thing, they're gonna binge watch your previous works, and it's like gonna grow out of scale, out of your expectations, and that's what you want. Okay, so let's go to the next solution. Instead of comparing yourself to big streamers, to already successful streamers, you need to look at small streamers under 1,000 followers. Because if you can't avoid looking at streamers bigger than yourself, you need to at least look at streamers that are slightly bigger than yourself, within reach. Okay? Now, what you need to do about it is to compare them to big streamers. Not yourself. Compare them to big streamers. Identify the problem that they have. What problem? Maybe they're boring. I know some streamers who are having 700 plus followers. I remember this Valorant streamer. He or she has 700 followers and just playing Valorant every day. When I joined the stream, it was like, what am I watching? I'm just watching Valorant. There's no other redeeming quality here. I'm sorry. And I'm speaking like that even though I'm a smaller streamer myself, because I cannot avoid, also I encounter this problem as well. I cannot avoid looking at streamers that are slightly bigger than me. And you know this. If you're a streamer yourself, you know that you can do better than other streamers. You know it. I know you know. I know you have this feeling. So now you need to compare them to big streamers, identify their problem, and then apply to yourself. Don't apply it to them. I mean, if you want to grow as a streamer, apply it to yourself. If you want them to grow as a streamer, then tell them what they can improve on, and then maybe they'll listen to you, maybe not. And most of the time, I don't know, actually. I think it's 50-50 that they will listen to you or not. But you gotta apply it to yourself if you're streaming. This video is for streamers. You gotta apply it to yourself. Because that's basically like, even if you're watching this yourself, you're a streamer, you can apply this to yourself. You might find problems in my stream that maybe are the reasons why I'm not growing, and then apply it to yourself. Maybe you can do it, you know? I don't know. And then after that, copy one trait of a big streamer. Now, if you've noticed, and I think it's obvious, this is my first presentation ever, this is the first month of this whole monthly class series. And you know, I've learned this whole gimmick or thing, content style, from Ludwig, obviously. Who else does presentations like this, right? Who else makes PowerPoints for a stream other than Ludwig, right? So that's what I did. But that's what I'm doing, and I'm gonna keep doing this because I'm Johnny the Professor. Okay, so why is streaming discouraging? You have no resources. That's your thing now. See, your lack of resources are gonna be probably gonna be a blessing for you. For myself, I stream and make content about freaking PSP games. I make content from Roblox. Those games don't require a big amount of space in your PC. It doesn't even you can play those games in a low what do you call this? On a low what low quality PC, laptop, whatever device. So, not enough storage. That can be your thing, which is indie games, playing indie games or retro games for nostalgia. Dude, people still watch this thing, especially, here's the thing. Here's my secret, okay? I'm gonna drop the sauce right now. Hey, drop the sauce. Okay, anyways, when the first PlayStation was released, no one was making content, and even if somebody was making content, they were making boring content, right? They're like, they're gonna play freaking Metal Gear Solid Episode 1, and there's the thumbnail is just the gameplay, right? That is low competitive market, okay? So you have weak internet, you play offline games. That's what I did. I have a weak internet. I mean, I had a weak internet. I'm not gonna show it to you, but I bought my own Wi-Fi just to stream properly because I was so tired of it. But I could I could keep going with offline games. It's just that I wanted to, I saved up money for a Wi-Fi, okay? But that can still be your thing. You have a weak internet, you can play offline games, or you can play Flash games, you can play Facebook games, man. I don't care. And you have no aesthetics? Congrats. You're relatable. Look at my aesthetic. Look at my aesthetic. How is this an aesthetic? I look like a middle-aged professor in a Zoom class, right? Oh, by the way, see, I could make the most out of my own resources. Okay? So the next problem we encounter with why streaming is so hard and you need motivation for it is that it's repetitive, right? Oh, sorry. It's repetitive. And how can it be so repetitive? Why does it feel so repetitive? Okay, I'm moving on. Chances are you have zero good habits and you don't know how to innovate. It's gonna feel repetitive. I'm playing Valorant every day. No one's watching my stream. Am I boring? Of course, it's gonna feel like it's repetitive. It's gonna feel worthless and hopeless and useless and whateverless because you have zero good habits. Now, discipline will make you committed, but habits will make you addicted. They say, "Oh yeah, I can't stay motivated. I like motivation streaming. Oh, maybe you just need discipline." No. If you're disciplined, you're gonna be like delusional that you're gonna be like you can't David Goggins this whole you could probably do. Talking about the earlier streamer I mentioned, which had 700 followers just playing Valorant every day. Discipline can make you committed, sure. But discipline, I believe, is weaker than built-in habits because habits will make you addicted. It's like I'm a Filipino. Hey, Philippines! Shout out, Philippines! Wash out, wash out! Anyways, uh, habits. Oh, sorry. One of our habits as Filipinos is that we put rice with every food in every meal. We put, no matter the what do you call this? No matter the status in life, no matter the society status you have, if you are a Filipino, you will put rice in everything, bro. Rice and coffee, rice and Milo. Boom. A Philippines, okay? So, what habits can you form as a streamer, okay? When you turn off your PC, you research. If you're like a streamer, you just gotta stream and then do gaming. Why am I not growing, bro? You gotta research. You gotta research on what's working. Because, dude, you're a small streamer. No one cares. No one cares. No one cares. And you gotta, when you research, you come up with so much stuff, bro. Internet was made 20 plus years ago, right? Or 30? Whatever. There's so much information out there. There are hackers out there who just googled codes and then they rob banks from googling the codes. So why can't you hack the system of streaming? Why can't you grow? There's so many information out there. This is information for you, man. Okay. The next habit we can form. Sorry. You're uncomfortable and or scared of doing blank. Now do it. Now this is a bad habit. Being uncomfortable and scared, it's automatically built into us. It's like a defense mechanism to basically preserve yourself from failure. But you gotta do it. You gotta do that. That's the good habit. Doing what makes you uncomfortable and scared. Okay? Why do you have to do it? Because I know you guys, aspiring streamers, you guys know what you gotta do. You know it. I know you know. I know you know what will make you pop off, but you're scared of doing it. You're scared of like, oh, maybe I'm gonna fail. What? Dude, I pay, what is it in dollars? I pay $20 every month. 1,000 pesos every month for my Wi-Fi. Only gigabytes. I saved up for my PC, which was like almost $1,000. Yeah, I saved it up. 60,000 pesos. Okay. So why are you scared of doing it? Why are you scared of failing? It's just a number. You can do it for free. You can retry for free. Okay? Anyways, no aesthetics. You have no aesthetics? Congrats. You're relatable. Wait, didn't we talk about this? Did I just yap about a topic that we already discussed? Okay, anyways, no aesthetics. Congrats, you're relatable. Everyone, okay. Here's my honest opinion on aesthetic streamers, like the LED lights and all that. They're cringe, man. I'm sorry. It's cringe for me because it means that you're relying on your aesthetics as your personality. It means that you don't have a personality. But some of them, hey, chill. Shh. Hey. Some of them have personalities. And you know what? What's funny? You know what's funny? Some of those aesthetic streamers don't match the personality they have. you might have like a oh beautiful cute aesthetic here, but you're wild. Like for some that may work, but some of them it doesn't work as well. So that's an advantage. Okay? Okay, so is it repetitive? Wait, what question does this answer? Okay, you don't know how to innovate. So, how do you innovate? Okay, think of 3 to 5 streamers. Turn yourself into a consolidation of those streamers. Now I got this tactic. I got this thing from Ludwig, obviously, which is you need to think of 3 to 5 streamers that you want to emulate. Okay? Now, the reason why you want to consolidate those streamers is that will become your brand. You know why? There's a saying, right? Like, the average. Wait, hold on. What? My ears are itchy. I don't even need headphones for this presentation. Anyways, you are the sum of the 3 to 5 people you regularly hang out with. If you want to become a streamer, you need to hang out with streamers, man. But for me, what I do personally, is I can't hang out with these streamers because they're big and they're probably not gonna give you a chance. They're probably not gonna give me a chance. So what I do is I become this delusional friend of them, become a delusional friend of theirs, and it's like I associate myself with them. Now that makes me a sum of those streamers, okay? But you need to stick to yourself. And how do you stick to it? Your main thing is the common variable of those streamers, and you can only copy, or you should only copy one streamer each day. What I mean is, for example, 5 streamers here. For today, you're gonna copy this, incorporate little bits of this. Next day, Monday is today. Tuesday, you're gonna copy this streamer, and then with little bits of this. And of course yourself. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. You must do what they do in your own way. Okay? You can do what they do in your own way. Look at me. I'm making a presentation, a PowerPoint presentation. Like I'm like associating myself with Ludwig, right? And I'm doing it in my own way. Because I'm a small streamer and I'm focusing on what I can do. Okay? So streaming can feel hopeless. Why is it hopeless? Chances are you hear this. Wait, what? Oh yeah, you hear whatever, man. Anyways, chances are you feel hopeless and you hear this when you are desperate for growth. You're trying to fluke it out. Man, come on. You're like delusional, but like your delusions are in the wrong direction, okay? So, sorry. You're desperate for growth? Probably because you think that this will be your job, right? That's a good thing, okay? That's a good thing. But that can be a bad thing. Why? Because you're desperate. If you're desperate, you might do whatever. You might sell your soul. Anyways. Okay, so how do we approach this problem? First, set a target and calculate your way towards it. What I do is, personally, okay, I don't have anyone to consult about this. So, with the current technology that we have now, we have more advantage than the previous streaming generations, okay? So what I do is I use ChatGPT and I consult ChatGPT for that. Okay, I have a set target. I tell it my whole style, my I'm consulting ChatGPT. Now I do that because I want to calculate my way towards my goal. I don't want to like what do you call this? I want to approach it with a system. Okay? Now, how do we solve this desperation for growth? Okay, you need to change your mindset. Okay. So, a tree is claimed to have guaranteed growth in wild forests. Okay? Guys, a tree like it's common knowledge that oh, you plant a tree, you can grow it, right? But what people don't talk about is that not all trees will grow, right? But it has a claim of guaranteed growth in wild forests. In a wild forest, there are so many things that can happen. The tree might be knocked over by the wind. The tree might be burned from whatever human contraption there is, or non-human contraption. It may be eaten by rodents, bugs. It may be taken away. But a tree is claimed to have guaranteed growth. Bro, you're talking about streaming, and people say it doesn't have it's all based on luck. Like what you and the tree have what the fuck? The difference you have between the tree and yourself is that the tree cannot control its what they call this? It cannot control the circumstances. Wait, hold on. I'm sorry. A tree has less control over its circumstances. As human streamers, you have control on what you can do to grow. Okay? That's your advantage. Imagine a tree is claimed to have a guaranteed growth and you don't. That's impossible. So, hold on. What question? Okay. So if you're trying to fluke it out, you need to stop wishing. You need to start building. Okay? You're not gonna build a house from I wish I could have a house. This is not Fairly Odd Parents, okay? So this is not even like a very what do you call this, solution, whatever. This is more like a pep talk, okay? You need to stop looking at damn, I messed it up. You need to stop looking at the sky and look down on your feet. If you keep looking at the sky, you'll never know where you'll go. If you look down on your feet, you'll know the road you are taking. You will know how to move, how to navigate. You navigate you navigate You navigate to the world with your feet, not your eyes, okay? But the eyes can be useful. Either the eyes can be useless or useful depending on how you use it. Now you use it with usefulness, okay? And how do we start building as well? We need to practice the necessary skills. What are the necessary skills? You need to learn how to entertain. You need to learn how to play games in an entertaining way, or I don't know, like a good way. You want to be cracked in Valorant, or you want to be entertaining in Valorant, or Minecraft, PvP, okay? And before you can do all that, you need to accept your current circumstance. It's like, man, you're standing on the ground and you're looking at the sky, looking at the planes. You're not gonna fly like a plane, or you're not gonna fly planes if you're still on the ground. Now you need to accept that you need to accept that reality. That is your reality. But since you have seen the sky with the airplanes, and you've seen it with your own eyes, that is proof that it's real. Now that's not your reality yet, but that can be a reality starting from here. Okay? So my final message for this presentation, for this class, monthly class, okay? Do first, think later. Okay, so why is that? Do first, think later. If you feel like streaming, you gotta stream first and then think after that. Because you can look at the data, analytics, and all that results after. You can't think of the results and the data if there is no, hold on. You can't think of, wow. You can't analyze the results if there is no data. And to have data, you need to put it you need to make it exist. You need to make the data exist. How do you make the data exist? By doing it. Okay? You can't have data. I mean, you can't have analytics. You can't have analytics without data. And to have data is to do it. Okay? And that is all for Johnny the Professor's monthly class. Subscribe, whatever, man. You do what you do, you. Okay? Anyways, hold on. I've been meaning to. Oh, I think we should set it up first. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this. Man, I'm sorry. I want to open this up. Hold on. Been meaning to play this. Hmm? What? Is it playing? Oh, maybe it's not. I'm sorry. Okay. Maybe it's a game. Game capture. Oh, there we go. I think it's this one, right? Oh, it's this one. Ooh. Can you hear it? Can you guys hear it? Okay. Oh, there we go. I gotta check my audio first. Sorry. Okay. Woo! Woo! Okay, guys. Hold on. Damn. Yo! Hey, I'm recording this for a YouTube video, so guys, you gotta cooperate with me here. Sorry. Damn! Camera, okay. Ooh, intense. Very intense indeed. Okay. Okay, hold on. Woo! What's up with it though? My name is Johnny the Professor! Damn! And welcome to Taguan! This is a horror game. This is a Filipino horror game. Oy, Philippines! Woo! If you don't know, if you haven't known, I mean, I'm pretty new. What is this? What is happening? If you haven't known yet, I'm a Filipino myself. Yes, kumalma kayo guys. Kumalma kayo sa comments. The comments in question. 0 comments anyways. This is a Filipino game. It's made by Muroshii Studios, man. Muroshii the GOAT! You got it! Okay? We will be playing this game because I've been meaning to play this. I finally afford $2, man. $3. Woo! Okay. You know what time it is. You know what time it is. What's up with it though? It's time to turn the lights off! Yeah! Whew. Okay, let's play this game. Let's play this once and for all. Damn, dude. That is intense.
Sa mga lansangan ng Kalakhang, Maynila, may mga taong bigla na lang nawawala.
Okay. In the streets of Metro Manila, people vanish without a trace. That is... Whew. Okay, we're gonna play this.
Sabi nila, krimen lang daw. Sabi ng iba, malas lang talaga.
Okay.
Pero sa gabi, kapag tila humihinto ang paghinga ng lungsod, na mararamdaman mong may mas malalim pa.
But at night, when the city holds its breath, you realize it's more than chance!
May mga taong naglalaro.
Someone is playing a game. Me! Sorry. Sorry about that. Sorry about that. Okay.
Isang larong tinatawag na Taguan.
Game called Taguan. There's even Alibata characters there, man. This is serious.
Pero dito, ang mga nagtatago, hindi na nakababalik.
But here, the ones who hide never return. Inspired by a mix of true events. Hold on. We gotta decompress the spine. Okay, we're good. Day 1. Beginning. Welcome to the Philippines! Okay, we got WASD. It's too dark, you can turn the light switches on or off.
Bagong araw na naman.
Another day again.
Nakapagod magtrabaho.